Hey there, have you ever been in a position where you've taken on a new project manager role or a leadership role and you were really excited about the work you were about to do? You're looking forward to coaching and developing employees or managing and measuring timelines, only to find out you've had a whole bunch of problems thrown in your lap with people telling you to solve them? If you have, stay tuned. Hey there, this is Veronica Armstrong, life and leadership coach and founder of Leadership Life Support. And today we're going to be talking about a really important skill for all employees to have, especially leaders. And that skill is problem solving. So what exactly is problem solving? It's pretty self-explanatory. I'm pretty sure that you're aware of what it is, but I'm going to tell you a couple of different definitions. One, it's the ability to find solutions to problems, or it's the ability to determine the root cause of problems and determine alternative solutions. So why is it necessary for leaders to be great problem solvers? Because businesses face a variety of challenges and issues every day, and they rely on their leaders to be able to solve those problems. Plus, leaders who are able to systematically think through the facts, diagnose the situation, and then come up with alternative solutions, they help a business thrive and move forward. And finally, leaders who have great problem solving skills help their teams achieve their goals because they can anticipate roadblocks and anything that is going to hinder the team's ability to be successful. So if you're an aspiring leader, here are some things that you can do to demonstrate that you have great problem solving skills. First and foremost, you're able to identify problems quickly. Not only do you bring those problems to the table, you also bring solutions. And that's an important one because no one wants to hear people talk about problems without identifying potential solutions. You also consider what others have done in the past to solve similar problems. And finally, you wait for the permission to implement solutions in those cases where the impact may be above and beyond your scope of responsibility. So as a manager, there's a much higher bar to demonstrate that you have effective problem-solving skills. Here are some of the things that managers do that demonstrate they have effective problem-solving skills. First and foremost, they're able to determine options for addressing the problems. They're also able to identify constraints and the risks associated with the solutions that they're bringing to the table. They can also select viable options based on the information they have available to them at the time, and that means that that information could be limited. They also consider the longer-term implications of the options or constraints before selecting a solution. They also may consider getting the opinion or buy-in or seek input from others. They also implement decisions as quickly and as swiftly as possible and with confidence. So you might be wondering, what are some of the root causes of poor problem-solving skills? I'm going to give you 3 today. First, the inability to combine analytical and creative thinking. And what I mean by that is being able to analyze data and understanding data, synthesizing that information, and thinking about it creatively and what solutions you could come up with based on the information at hand. You might have a lack of energy or drive, meaning you just don't have the desire to be a problem solver. It doesn't energize you. And finally, a lack of knowledge and understanding of the techniques and processes that exist to help you be an effective problem solver. So let me recap what I've shared with you today. Problem solving is simply one's ability to identify the root causes of problems and coming up with alternative solutions. The reason that as leaders we must have effective problem solving skills is because businesses face a variety of problems on a daily basis, and these businesses rely on their leaders to come up with alternative solutions so that the business can move forward. As an aspiring leader, one can demonstrate effective problem-solving skills by not only identifying problems, but also bringing solutions to the table. And as managers, not only should you be able to identify problems, bring solutions to the table, you should also be able to identify the longer-term implications of the various options or the various solutions that you bring to the table. And you should also be able to implement these solutions quickly and confidently. And finally, one who doesn't demonstrate effective problem solving skills may not know or understand the various processes and options, or may lack the knowledge of the various tools that are available in order to develop their problem solving skills. All right, so that's it. So now that you've heard more about problem solving and why it's an important skill for leaders to possess, how are you feeling about your problem solving skills? Are they up to par? If they are, that's great. If you think perhaps your problem solving skills aren't up to par and you need some development, I've got the solution for you. Go to below this post and download a guide I created specifically for you called 7 Steps to Solving Any Problem. This guide was designed to help you go through 7 steps systematically and come up with solutions to most any of your problems. So go ahead below this post, download that guide, and get started problem solving. Thank you for joining me today. I really appreciate it. As a matter of fact, go to below this post and leave any comments that you may have about today's blog, and let me know if there's any other topic that you'd like for me to talk about to help you become a more effective leader.